If during the pre-draft process you had told me Ryan Dunn would be this guy, I would have been saying you're lying. But Ryan Dunn, first rookie to hit 4 threes. He leads all rookies with threes. All right? This is a guy who is just got such a beautiful stroke, and he's just playing so well. And he's the quintessential lockdown defender that everybody wants. And I really, what if he, I'm not going to say he's rookie of the year, because like that'd be, ostentatious of me. But really what I'm saying is there's a chance, I don't know if you just heard my dog, she just like was hacking something. She's still hacking, but I really think what we're seeing right here, this is a guy who, again, 15 minutes a night, 4 games, so take it with a grain of salt. But he's clearly someone who's going to be able to help the Suns really achieve their dreams of contending for a championship. And I think it's one of the most exciting things that we've seen as we get further into this whole, I guess you would say, year. And you look at the rotations, especially tonight for the Suns, and I think as they get, fully into the swing of things, first off, I think Mason Plumlee might be a better center than Jusuf Nurkic. And if you could flip Jusuf Nurkic for like anything, like Nick Richards, 3-team trade, I don't know, just a little thought. But again, Ryan Dunn, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, Jusuf Nurkic, Tyus Jones, the starting lineup. Obviously, Bradley Beal didn't play, and I really think another guy who's on the way out is Okogie. So you think they really run the 8-man rotation. There was a little bit of Iguodala, Monte Morris in there, but Plumlee, Allen, and O'Neal is the main guys off the bench. You would say with Dunn, it's a 9-man rotation with Beal starting. But dude, I think it's exciting, really. But what we do know is that Ryan Dunn, as a guy who is showing off he could be a contributor not only on the defensive end, but on the offensive end, is huge. Against the Los Angeles Clippers. Like and subscribe. Let me hear your thoughts down below in the comment section if you guys like Ryan Dunn. I want to hear what you guys think the rotations. Him hitting all these threes is just incredible, because this was not the guy he was in college. Like, I really do want to say this. He's completely different. Different from his career stats. In 65 games at Virginia, he shot 12 of 51, 23.5% from 3. And this newfound shooting aggression and confidence from deep has just been something that has impressed me, as his improved accuracy was arguably the biggest concern that caused him to slip to the back end of the first. Defensively, Ryan Dunn has lived up to the hype. This game against the Clippers, he did it all, showcasing his ability to guard multiple positions and his outstanding off-ball instincts. His quick lateral movements allowed him to stay with guards. He kept his hips, open and in front of his man, which allowed him to keep his in solid defensive positioning, while the size and strength that he has allows him to guard forwards and wings, and even obviously ball handlers. Now, Dunn's development as a ball handler is something else I'll notice. Like, this guy wasn't really a playmaker, but the ability that he's been able to go out there, show that the NBA's extra space is benefiting him, allowing him to be a better decision maker. It's also crazy for a guy who was not a playmaker. He's playmaking in the NBA. Small sample size, but a significant improvement over his college ratio of 35 assists to 42 turnovers across 2 years. While obviously it's still the preseason, Dunn doesn't just look like a late first round pick. He's looking like a guy who was a lottery pick. If his preseason form carries into the season, he could earn minutes, possibly taking some from Royce O'Neal, maybe even Grayson Allen, and a few of the other guys. In the long run, he might even contend for a starting role. Look, this is a guy that, if in the recent game we saw, obviously, Monte Morris, Royce O'Neal, Bol playing. Bol is a guy who's looking solid, but I do like this team. And currently, if we look at their depth chart, which I'll put on the screen in a second, as we try to figure out who could potentially be on the board with, I guess, Mr. I don't know if you guys heard that. You guys definitely heard that. But if on the board with Mr. I don't know why I'm blanking on his name, Ryan Dunn, it's definitely going to be interesting to see which players that could be. So on the screen right here, we have The assuming starting lineup: Tyus Jones, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, Jusuf Nurkic. I like that. Sixth man could be a combination of Grayson Allen and Monte Morris. I think they're going to go out with Grayson Allen, and I think Grayson Allen's sixth man, then Royce O'Neal is the seventh man. Eighth man, Josh Okogie. Then backup point guard, ninth man, Monte Morris. Backup center, Mason Plumlee. And then that's when I think Ryan Dunn, Bol, Oso Iguodaro are fighting for those minutes. And obviously we got the 3 2-ways with Jalen Bridges, who I really like, Colin Gillespie, Ty Washington. And then we still have Damian Lee, who at this point, if you look at that, there's one roster spot being competed. I don't think Moses Wood is being on the team. I know Mamadi Diakite is a guy that Mike Budenholzer really likes and has an affinity for. But if I had to choose, I think you got to Frank the Tank. I think he fits perfect there. But again, I think the 10-man rotation is what you see right there. Mason Plumlee, Royce O'Neal, Josh Okogie, Grayson Allen, Monte Morris. Bol, Ryan Dunn are two, and Oso Iguodaro. Oso Iguodaro is trying to take minutes from Mason Plumlee and Jusuf Nurkic and try to be this year's Trace Jackson-Davis. Bol is trying to take minutes from Josh Okogie and Royce O'Neal. Ryan Dunn is a guy that can take minutes from 3 guys: Grayson Allen, Josh Okogie, Royce O'Neal, as he's a guy who's able to play multiple positions. So he's one who could really seriously earn a solid amount of minutes. And I know we've talked about Herb Jones at this point in the videos, and we obviously, I think we need to give him a comparison to, he was a guy his rookie year for the Pelicans. He played 30 minutes a night, averaged 9.5 points, 48% from the field, 33.7% from 3, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, just under 2 steals a night, and about a block a game. However, I think what we need to look at is those splits, like what did those numbers look like? Because he was a guy that, if you guys didn't realize, he came out starting, all right? I believe he's literally, maybe he didn't start the first couple games, but his rookie season, he became a contributor, literally, by the beginning. And yeah, it was like 25 minutes to start. And I don't think there is minutes like that for Ryan Dunn. But yeah, I think it's going to be a solid year for the Phoenix Suns. And I like it. What do you guys think, if you made it to the end of the video, about Ryan Dunn? And do you guys agree? Is he a steal for the Phoenix Suns? But that's it. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. Go check out my work at Hoopside. We're posting a bunch of stuff right now, but I do love every single one of you. If you guys did make it to the end, peace out.